Today we're going to expand on the climates and climagraphs we've been talking about and start talking about the different biomes of the world. A biome is an area of the planet that can be classified according to the plants and animals that live in it. To look at a biome, we're going to look at temperature, the soil, the amount of water, and the amount of light. Obviously, this is botany, so we're going to focus on the different plants that live in different biomes. There is many different types of biomes, and actually if you search different places, you're going to see different lists of biomes. We're going to focus on some of these here, not all of them. This is a map showing where in the world these biomes are found. So we have a tropical rainforest in green. So this is tropical forest, but we know this also to be rainforest. Okay, in green around the world, we have the boreal forest, which is also called a taiga. In orangey yellow, we have a savanna in the light pink. We have tundra in red, which is found up near the Arctic. We have the deserts found here in brown. We are not going to worry about mountains. They are in purple on this map. We have the chaparral, which is in dark blue. We have the polar ice, which we are not going to worry about because there's no plants that grow on the polar ice. And then we have the temperate forest and the temperate grassland. If you notice, the temperate forest in this like peach color is the type of ecosystem or type of biome that we have in Meriden, Connecticut. So I'm going to talk about a couple of these different biomes. What you need to be able to do is take information about a biome and be able to kind of match it to the climate and the adaptations of the plants living in that area. So we're going to start with a temperate forest. A temperate forest is known for hot summers and cold winters. They have 4 seasons. The amount of rain is going to be about the same throughout the year, but it might fluctuate. And we're going to have cold winters and hot summers. So remember, we in Meriden, Connecticut live in temperate forest. And then our vegetation is going to be the stuff that you see outside. Broadleaf trees that are going to lose their leaves in the fall, shrubs, herbs, and different mosses. We have a desert. Okay, and a desert is going to be known for hot days and cold nights. There's going to be little precipitation throughout the year, and overall, you think of a desert, you think really hot. The vegetation is going to be things like cacti, small brushes, and short grasses, things that are adapted to being used to having very little amount of water. We have the rainforest, the opposite of the desert. It's going to be pretty consistently warm or very hot throughout the year. Notice that the temperature stays about the same no matter what month of the year it is, and there's going to be a significant amount of water. The vegetation is going to be things like vines, palm trees, orchids, and ferns, things adapted to living in warm climate with a lot of water. Next biome we have is the temperate grasslands. These are going to be like the American prairie. Think about the Midwest. The temperature is going to vary depending on the month of year. You're going to have cold winters and hot summers, just like temperate forests. You're going to get a little bit less rain than us, though, and you're going to have mainly grasses living in that area. Think about wide open spaces, flat, and little trees. Next, we have the taiga, or what's called the boreal forest. This is going to be northern of us. It's kind of between the deciduous forest where we live and the Arctic tundra. Think about like most of Canada. It's much colder than what we have, but we're not talking Arctic yet. There's going to be some rain, but that much rain. The main type of things that live there are coniferous evergreen trees, so pine trees. They produce cones and needles, and these needles stay on the tree all year long. These trees are adapted to the colder weather. We have savanna. Savanna is, think Lion King. It's hot and dry in the summer, cool and moist in the winter. But there's not the same crazy level of variation that we have around us, with the difference between really hot in the summer and cold in the winter. You're going to have grasses, you're going to have shrubs. Think about Lion King and the African savanna. So once again, these are our biomes of the world and where they're located. Remember that we are not worrying about, from this map, mountains and polar ice. But the rest of these biomes, you need to be able to take the information about the climate and be able to match it to a climate graph and be able to identify why certain plants live in that area based on plant adaptations.